The final decision has been made as it relates to the conversion of the J.W. Fletcher Memorial RC School into the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School for boys and girls come September 3, 2012. As a result, the primary school boys that are currently students there will have to be placed in other institutions. But that is not going on well with parents. On Wednesday, CC6 News Night learned of a meeting to take place between education officials and parents and journeyed to the school and met parents in a rage prior to the meeting.
They know what they are about already. They only have us like wild goose chase. Every time it's a meeting, what about the people who walk in? Eh? The last time they had a meeting, they say 4:30 when 5 o'clock. They say 3:30 when 5 o'clock, meeting is start yet. Right? This is pressure, man. Pressure for poor people and the children. They can't just come and take away the school. Because when my child coming here, he might have about 50-something children. And right now, 100 and. So the school building up.
The minister took the wrong approach. They made a decision and then they came to the parents. They did not come to the parents and ask us for an input. They made the decision and then they tried to come and shove it down with truth. And that is not acceptable.
For me, I don't mind the universal education, but what they should do is phase out the children who have both primary and secondary at Palmer. Because after Ivan, PBC was here with the primary school for over 2 years. So I don't see why they have to turn the school into full secondary school. They are very disrespectful. They are the same set of government who buried Dr. Keith Mitchell and they would bury Tillman Thomas as well.
On the arrival of Deputy Chief Education Officer Patricia Felix and members of her team, the parents moved to occupy a classroom on the upper floor to hear the plans for their children.
I know you have heard that schools say they have no space. But that's not for you to handle. We will handle it. You may have change of uniform. That's not for you. We will handle that because we put that in the budget. So when the budget read, we're going to have money to assist us in conversion of primary school into a secondary school. I know what I'm saying. That was part of the team putting in that in the budget.
On the announcement by Ms. Felix that the school will be converted fully into a secondary school and parents will now have to indicate which primary school they would prefer their children to attend, parents began walking out. They argued that the understanding was for a phasing out of the primary school, not a situation where they will have to place their children in other institutions. One of the parents, Paula Bell, was quite vocal in the meeting and told the Deputy Chief Education Officer that she believes parents were treated with gross disrespect.
When you're in a meeting, if this is important to you, like you're trying to say, if the children of this country is important to you, you give it your full attention. You take up your cell phone because you would have scheduled that specific time, that specific date for this. This is not what I'm seeing. Then we're told, okay, we're going to get a meeting with you guys to tell you what we're thinking, to tell you what we're feeling, to tell you what's going on, and instead, you come with paper to tell us, choose a school because we have decided. That is not what you have been telling us. You've been lying straight out lying, and we would like it to stop.
We asked you several times. But when we asked the last time that is the decision already made for the school to turn into a secondary school? You said no, dialogue continues, but now you're telling us that, and I asked you just now on the step, if this school is going to convert into a secondary school, you said to me no. No, okay. Yeah, but you tell me that on the step? No, I can't say no.
Some parents occupied the corridor of the school and with placards voiced their concerns, while a few of them remained on the inside and gave information on which schools they would like their children to attend. Ms. Felix had very few words for the media after the meeting.
The parents who haven't decided as yet the choice of the school, they can call the Ministry of Education at 440-2737 to indicate to us their choice. The dialogue is still open.
After the ministry officials left, the parents all regrouped and began a meeting of their own.
My son have a proper education system inside of here. There is no gambling around. There is no weed smoking around. There is no prostitution going around here. My child have a clean environment to get his education in. And he's going to get it until he reaches class 6. So if you want to give it up, feel free. St. George's Methodist School is in a flood-prone area. So every time rain come, I have to leave work and go and collect my child.
And I drop period.
St. George's Anglican is overpopulated. We are going to pick up my child. Playing marble by the side of the road or gambling. Grenada School. There is no proper crossing for the children already down there. They want to send mine down the fat to bury him.
A lot of us agree to phase over, right?
Yes.
The phasing out is good because if you stop taking students this term in school, it means that whether it's 1 Form 1 or 2 Form 1, they could have it. Next year they add a next form, and the next year. And then even for some of us, when the children pass, we could send them to the same secondary school here. Right?
The parents say their next move is to convene a meeting with the Catholic board about the issue. Sherry Ann Noel, CC6 News Night.